Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda and I love crafting, shopping, decor and makeovers. Thanks for tuning in. So I thought I'd do a little focused look at chairs in the dollhouse this week, and I didn't realise I'd made so many, so I'm just going to do this dollhouse's chairs, my first dollhouse, and then I'll do another video on my other dollhouse. So this was one of the first chairs, armchairs that I made, just using cardboard and then covering it with material, and then where the material sort of where I'd glued it on, I added ribbon around the outside to kind of make the edges look a bit neater. So that was my first attempt at an armchair, and it was pretty good. And the nice thing was you could move it about, so I put it in the it was in the bedroom to start with, and then I moved it into the office. So that's the thing, when you do make furniture for your dollhouse, you can move it around the place. Then I made a new little chair. This was quite a good idea. It was a lid off a Rituals body cream, I think. And then these little feet are the tops off super glues, which I tend to use a lot of for my crafting projects. And then this Hessian material was, I think, off a cushion cover, funnily enough. And then the padded seat was just a circle with some spongy material, some soft stuffing, and then just covered it all. And then I made a nice little cushion. I think that was a tea towel. And then I used a bit of jute to trim the top and the bottom. So that was quite a nice little armchair, and it went with the settee. I used the cushion to match it up with the settee, and just like with the other chair, I then used it in another room, so it came into the bedroom. And then just to dress it a little bit differently, I put a sort of a throw over it and a cushion. But that was quite easy to make. As I say, just use the lid for the bottom, and then just, I think the bit that went round it was just a piece of cardboard that I just cut to fit, and then again covered it with material and then glued it round. So it is really easy to make dollhouse chairs just using cardboard, or as I say in that case, a plastic lid. They're always my best friends, are plastic lids and bits of cardboard. And then it doesn't have to be an armchair. This is a stool that I made, and this is just a container. I think it had sprinkles in it, some cake sprinkles or some coffee sprinkles, and I just filled it with some white stuffing and then put a bit of felt cushion, little round circle, and some more stuffing, and then just used some trim round the top. So that was a nice easy thing, so any little containers that you have. This was a little step up. This was a couple of stools I made for the kitchen, and it's just lollipop sticks, and I painted them black, and then I had that card effect paper which I just rolled around the top and just glued it all together. So they were quite little cute little stools, and I have made a few other types of stools as well, a little bit easier than those, to be fair. I used my favourite lids. The lids are off some Bath and Body Works sort of body sprays, which I have a lot of, and then I'd made these pom-poms, and I just pushed them in and then cut some lollipop sticks to the right height, because I got a huge pack of lollipop sticks, so I have plenty of them to use up. And then I just stuck those in, and the sort of pom-poms held those in, so I didn't have to glue them at all. And I had some quite sort of funky looking stools then, which I initially used for a little dining area that I put into the living room. As you can see there, it looks pretty nice actually. And then I just redid the idea when I did a makeover for my kitchen, and I needed some stools for the island. I thought I'll use the same stools, but obviously I need taller lollipop sticks, so I just got a couple of new lollipop sticks and cut them a bit higher, and then just popped them in. As I said, you could glue them or blue tack them if you want them to hold, but to be honest, the pom-pom held them pretty well. And then I decided, because it was a new room and a new colour scheme, all I needed to do was to change the colour of the pom-pom. So I just made some grey pom-poms, and then just changed the pom-poms up. So you can see there, look, you've got two stools, different heights, and then in the next shot you'll see I'll have changed that green to grey, and then you've got yourself some new stools. So then I made a variety of chairs for the office. I was actually quite pleased with this one. That was a raw plug that you'd put into the wall, a lid off a milk bottle, painted white, and then some bamboo skewers, I think they are, cut with some beads on the end to make it look like one of those chairs that wheels around. And again, just cut out some shapes with cardboard and then padded them with cushion stuffing and then covered them with material. And then to make the arms, I was quite inspired there. I just got 2 blue pipe cleaners and just wrapped them round into sort of an office style chair armrest arrangement. So that was a really nice, easy idea for an office chair. And again, I could have, improved on it, made it a bit more sturdy, because I did just attach it to the bottom with blue tack. But sometimes I find that the simplest is the easiest, but you can always use your glue gun if you want a bit more sturdiness. From my real office, I changed my chair from a swivel chair to a sort of a wooden upright chair, so I thought I'd do the same. So I've got a thick piece of card, some dowel for the legs, and then I had a little corduroy baby's dress that I thought, well, I'll use that material. So I just folded the chair, got some fluff for the cushion, just sellotaped it roughly over the top and the bottom because I'm going to cover it. Cut the dress. The dress had got a nice little bit of trim on it, so I thought I'll incorporate that onto the chair. So then I just used glue and sort of glued it, bulldog clips to secure so that they would dry and hold it all together. And then I cut 4 pieces of dowel using my little mini hacksaw, and then just glued those onto the bottom as well and let it all dry. Then I thought it could do for cushion, so actually using an old cushion cover, I just cut, and it had a nice little zip part, so I thought, well, that will do for the zip, and then just stuffed it and glued it shut, so no sewing required. And there I have my nice fancy new office chair. I hope you enjoyed part one's look at the variety of chairs that I have made so far, and please do come back for part 2 where I shall show you some more. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider doing so. Give me a like, drop me a comment, because I do love to hear from you. So until next week, take care. Bye bye.